I try with every single person walking through my doors not to file, because I want people to like me now and love me in 3 years. I really, really try never ever to file. I think outside the box. I do the, hey, can you get a second job? Is there another source of income? Can you foster a kid? Can you do latchkey? Can you get a side job? I do everything I possibly can not to file a bankruptcy. But if you're going to be forced to file, then I really try never ever ever to file for anyone less in unsecured debt for a client. Whether or not I have to file them is if they owe at least $10,000 in unsecured debt. That's not a car payment, that's not a house payment. That just means good old-fashioned credit cards and personal loans, payday loans, and medical bills. So, or especially a deficiency balance on a repossessed motor vehicle. That's a big one too. Then I look at whether or not they can make all these payments and pay everything off in a 2-year period. There's a lot of statistics out there in Chapter 13s that most people filing a Chapter 13, they don't file it. And you know why? It's because they can't keep making payments for a 3-year period because the car breaks, the tree falls on the house, they don't have insurance, they lose a job, something happens in a 3-year period. So that's why 2 years is kind of my go-to rule. People need to see if they can maintain where they're at. Now, there's another thing that we do is I will sometimes file a Chapter 13 right here for a client if they're going to be waiting on a Social Security appeal or a workers' comp appeal, and they cannot stand it. They already have an anxiety or depression problem. The phone is ringing off the hook. Maybe they're worried about getting garnished. Maybe they're worried they will get sued. There's going to be a lien against them, and because they don't own a house, I can't get rid of that lien. That was by a non-tax creditor. So I'll put them in a 13. They'll pay back, maybe $75, $100 a month over a couple-year period. And then when we find out that they're going to be getting that lump sum of Social Security or workers' comp, we can convert the case to the walk-away bankruptcy. And over this period of time, I can now add in any new debt that was incurred, which is basically like, it's just a blessing that there's a way that you can know that in 2 years you're going to be getting money, but you still have to keep getting treated, and maybe you're not going to be able to pay for it. So you can be a pig, don't be a hog, but sometimes you just need a little extra help, and that's when the filing of a bankruptcy becomes so important.